Plumber SEO Webmasters, this is what we'll do for you. This is what we'll set up. You need quality content. You need enough content. You don't need too much content. You need the right content done well. No copied content, no content's bad, sparse content's bad, taking someone else's content's bad, bullet points isn't enough. Okay guys, it's Nolen here with HVAC and Plumber SEO Webmasters. Today's title is going to be 2020 to 2021 content for plumbers. So we're kind of halfway through the year here. I don't see this changing much next year, but so I'm going to go ahead and call it. But I like to do an update on this every once in a while because content's just never not been important. It's been, I mean, ever since the beginning, really. It's gotten more complicated and it's changed a little bit here recently. I think it's worthy to listen to this, though, because it's changed quite a bit in the last couple of years or so. And so here's a content update and refresh. A lot of people are still back and just plowing content into the sites, all into nonstop blogging. I'll get people call up and say things like, can I get you right content? I need a design and I want content. It's like, okay, well, what does that mean really? What are you looking for? Are you doing content to show up in rankings? And so I want to help you understand why it's important, what is needed. So if you're not somebody like BMW or Apple Computer or something like that, Google doesn't know what you do for a living. They know what big, huge brands do. But for a local plumber, if you do gas leak detection and repair, if you do slab leaks or repiping or sewer lines or pumps and types of pumps, is it a grinder pump or a lift station pump? They don't know you do that. Do people type those things in? Yeah, they absolutely type those things in. So if you're wanting toilet repairs or garbage disposal replacements or fixture changeouts and video inspection and plumbing pipe video inspections and leak detection and hose bibs and main water lines and emergency plumbing, we know that you want plumber and plumbing company and plumbing service. We know you want that. And actually Google knows you want that. So they would already put you down for that if you were worthy to show up in the first place. And we're going to explain that too. Like, would you be worthy to show up for the word plumber if you had a one-page website or a 5-page website? Probably not, because there's not anything to show anybody if they show you. So do you do main water lines? Do you work on sewer lines? Do you work on emergency plumbing and tunneling and trenchless? Types, clogs and types of clogs, bathroom clogs, sink clogs, clog drain repair. And these aren't just keywords. These are pages of content for these services. Water heaters. But do you work on tankless water heaters or propane or gas and electric? Do you repair them or replace them? Do you do water treatment, carbon and RO and types of water treatment? So guys, if you don't have content for this stuff, Google only really assumes that you're a plumber that does plumbing repair, plumbing company. They don't know that you work on tankless water heaters. I know it may seem simple to you, but you have to denote that. One of the primary ways that you do that is by having a page of content. This will not only help your organic rankings for this, which is going to be about half your benefit organically online, but it also helps the map show up. Let me rephrase that. The map won't show up without content in many cases. So Google doesn't know. They don't know. And so you come on, and let's say that you've had a site up for a while. You come up and say, oh man, did you know that we do, emergency plumbing and trenchless? We got trenchless equipment. We're one of the best in town at it. And they don't know unless you do it. So you put up, let's say you put up 5, 10 new pages of content. They go, oh, wow, we did not know that ABC Plumbing did all this great stuff. We're going to move these keywords up. Now, there's a lot of reasons that stuff shows up, and we can go into other types of search engine optimization for plumbers and SEO work. But if you don't have the content in the first place, you won't show up at all. Now, I'm going to talk to you about too much content too, though. So now you have this content up, and let's say that you're in Dallas, Fort Worth, where we're located. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth. I'll enunciate a little bit for you. Fort Worth, Texas. So we're in Fort Worth, and there's other little towns around here. There's Azle and Aledo, Hurst, Euless, Bedford, Mansfield, Arlington. Burleson, Cleburne, Joshua, depends on which direction you go. I mean, there's a good 20 cities here. So if you're going to show up for content in your area, they're going to have to see this stuff. Depending on where you show up and where you're located is where the stuff, these will be tied to your area, very much tied to your area. So they have to be written in around that city and not over keyword stuffed or anything like that either. So you're going to want to show up in your area, and we're going to talk about check-ins, and too much content would be you saying something like, we're the best plumbing company in or a city around you. Or they don't like that kind of stuff. Let's just say that you weren't even trying to show up in the other cities and you just wanted to show up for Fort Worth. And you said a blog like, if you have slab leak problems in Fort Worth, call us, and here's 400 words of stuff that nobody wants to read. So those are examples of bad content. Just who cares? Who cares? And Google actually came out not too long ago and said, hey, we need content to know what is going on and what you offer, but don't make up trash content. Like just this trash content, like we're the best plumbing. If you're looking for slab leaks in Fort Worth, Texas, give us a call. And here's some junk content that somebody wrote that nobody wants to read. And so you shouldn't blog trash content just to try to get a keyword to show up. That'd be bad, okay? And that's mainly what people do. So most of the time, actually, you see template-based websites with no content, sparse content, or copied content that get thrown up and never worked on again. What you need is a high-quality custom design site with custom content, and then it gets worked on properly, not just throwing in a junk blog. They've asked not to have that. They do need to know if you work on a tankless water heater. Will they show you if you have a bullet point for all these things? No. Why would they not show a 1 or 5 page site with bullet points of all these? Because it's not anything to show anyone. They're not going to show the junk blog. I would argue you don't do that anymore. And we're going to talk about what you do now, what you can do. But why wouldn't they show up? I bullet point all these, Nolen. I got bullet points for gas line repair and replace, and gas leak detection, and tankless, and water heaters, and pumps, and the types of pumps I do, and hose bibs, and trenchless, and I got all that bullet pointed. It's nothing to really show anybody. There's not enough there to have Google say, we feel comfortable sending you to ABC Plumbing, who's got this cruddy little website that never gets worked on. They had a little tiny bullet point that they might do that service. So I'm going to pick one of these. Let's pick one. Oh gosh, what's the tankless water heater? You guys, a lot of you guys love water heaters. Most of you like tankless. I'm gonna pick that one. So what is good content? Okay, so you've got ABC Plumbing. You've got a great website from HVAC and Plumber SEO Webmasters. You've got great content, and now you're going to add regular content that's quality. So let's define content. Is content just words on a page? No, it is words on a page. That's content, but there's other types of content. There's the code base behind it. There's photos, there's check-ins, there's reviews, there's different things that's better content, more relevant content, okay? So we have a service that we use called Brand Review, BRANDREVU.com, review spelled REVU, brandreview.com. And it allows you to do check-ins. So you're in Fort Worth doing a tankless water, installing a tankless water heater. Before you left the job, you said, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Customer. We sure did appreciate coming out to work. And they go, oh, this is great. You know, I like water heaters because they have this high perceived value. People like hot water, right? And they're happy when they get that repair done. There's this high perceived value, so you make good money on them. And you left and you said, please leave us a review. We sure would appreciate. We appreciate you coming. If you want to thank me, just please go online and Google my name, ABC Plumbing, and Fort Worth, Texas. We'll pull right up, and we sure would like a review. They say, okay, sure, fine, and 1 out of 10 or 12 gives you one. So with brand review, you grab your phone and you say, pull it up. You took a photo before you left, and you're going to tag it. Just did a Rinnai tankless water heater replacement in Fort Worth, TX, whatever. And you put in a caption. Now you've got a nice little thing. You're talking about a type of tankless water heater, more keywords. You got a photo, and it's on your phone before you drove away. You typed in the client's cell phone, and you hit check-in. I mean, this will take you like 2 minutes. So you took a photo before you walked out. You tagged the photo by hitting check-in with the geo coordinates from the phone within 2 blocks before you left. You wrote a caption, and you added some keywords in that were relevant, that were technical, like the type of water heater. Put in the client's cell phone number and hit check-in. All kinds of cool stuff happens, content stuff. Well, much less the client getting the text now with links to your Google, Facebook, BBB reviews. Now you're twice as likely or more to get a review. The reviews are going to help things show up. But remember, how do you show up in mapping if they don't know you perform tankless water heaters? Now your map's more likely to show up, not only because you have the content, which you needed to substantiate it to show up, but now you have page of content, and you have a check-in. Now the check-in is going to put the photo with the caption and the geo coordinate with a little red pin drop on the tankless water heater page and the Fort Worth page. Now the tankless water heater page has pictures of tankless water heaters that you've been doing with captions that expand the keyword content and show where they were done within 2 blocks, not the actual address. Now Google comes back and says, hey, somebody typed in tankless water heater repair or replacement in Fort Worth. Who should we show in ranking? Well, there's those guys at ABC that had that fantastic website from HVAC and Plumber SEO Webmasters. Yeah, but a lot of people got those pages, like 100 or more got a page like that we trust. Oh, but wait a minute, ABC Plumbing's been adding photos, captions, and check-ins. Actually got some reviews for tankless water heaters. So if we send somebody to ABC Plumbing's tankless water heater page, they're going to have a better user Google experience because they can look at pictures of local people that had work done, see roughly where they had the work done, see photos of the jobs and captions. That's a better site to show somebody. In fact, that's a better map to show in ranking, because if somebody goes from their map to their page, they have better content to show people. Now, guys, that's fabulous content. That is absolutely fabulous content. Content doesn't get a whole lot better than that. And so now you show up for the services that you have because you have validated that you do the service by pages of content for the services. And the services get updated with photos of the jobs right on the website, captions, check-ins, the geo coordinate. That's check-in code. That's where Google says, hey, Bob, the plumber at ABC, did you know that we have something called schema check-in code that basically allows you to digitally raise your hand and get recognized for doing the valuable work? And if you do that recognition and throw in some good content like a photo and a caption, we'll reward you because it's a better page of content to show somebody. This is great content. This is what we do here at the Webmasters. Plumber SEO Webmasters, this is what we'll do for you. This is what we'll set up. You need quality content. You need enough content. You don't need too much content. You need the right content done well. No copied content, no content's bad, sparse content's bad, taking someone else's content's bad, bullet points isn't enough. Does Google know that you provide the services? Did you know you can show up for like a little handful of words at the top, or literally hundreds and hundreds? Our average client shows up for hundreds. That's just fact. Our average client shows up for 100. Google Analytics will track how many keywords in the top 100, and our average client shows up for hundreds. So words on a page are content. Blogs are content. Pics are content, pictures. The code base is content. Geo coordinates from your phone is content. The photo from the phone of the job is content. Reviews are content. All this stuff is content. This is a newer understanding of content and how you build your digital brand. Your digital footprint is all the little fingers of things go out, and the algorithm collects it and brings it all back in to raise you up in rankings. That's what we help clients do. I hope that helps you understand it. View content as your digital brand, the right type of content that's quality, that works in harmony with the algorithm, with Google, so that you can move up in rankings. We do a fabulous job of helping people do this. We understand it better than anybody. We have integrated websites, content SEO, working on Google account mapping, combined with brand review. It's fantastic stuff. It's a great deal. And I'd love to personally be able to speak with you about it, or somebody here at the Webmasters. You guys take it easy. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay.